This is Sunny and our week 2 recap. Good girl. So starting week 2, we're going to charge our clicker just like we did last week. This week you definitely don't have to charge it as many times. It's really just a reminder and a refresher of what that click means. Good girl. Moving right into charging our release word. Okay. Again, just a reminder what that is. Okay. Okay. Good girl. Sunny. Good. We'll play a quick round of the flying cookie game. Get it? Sunny. So we're gonna toss that cookie. As soon as she's done eating, I'll call her name. Get it? Sunny. And as soon as she turns, that's when I'll click and feed her. Good job, love. Next, we'll move into having her follow a food lure. This week with the food lure, we are moving more. Good girl. Sunny. Good. This week when I'm working on my food lures, I do like to do it with them in like a little informal heel position. So I do like them to walk next to me. Sunny. Good girl. Good. And now when I'm working on my loose leash skills and my food luring skills, I do have a couple of pieces of food in my hand at once. That way I can click, I can feed, and I can keep moving. So I can keep her attached, keep her engaged with me. And if I feel like I'm getting low, I'm on my last piece of food, I'll make sure I end the behavior before she tries to like disengage herself. Next thing I want to do with her is her hand target. Touch. So this week with the hand target, I want to start fading using food to get the behavior. So the first one I warmed up with food, and then from there, I'm just gonna do a flat palm, no food. Touch. Click, and then feed her. So when I say fading food, I'm not getting rid of food completely just yet. I just don't have it in my hand to get the behavior. Let's do the same thing with my left hand. Touch. Good girl. Touch. Very good. So first one I had food, second one no food. This time I want to see if I can get a little bit of distance. Get it. Sunny, touch. Wow, you're so smart. So she did great with that. I tossed the get it cookie, called her name to get her attention, and then I had her come back into me for a hand target. Very good girl. Okay. You want to see if you'll play with your toy for a minute? She's like, no, I want to eat. Oh my gosh, you got it. Like this. She's like, I'm just going to keep sniffing the floor and see if I can come across a piece of kibble. Which you've walked past one. You missed it. All right, next thing we'll do is work on our position changes. So this week with our sit, I'm hoping to just give that verbal cue. She'll get into position, I'll click, I'll feed the duration, and then I will release her. Sunny, sit. Good girl. You're so smart and so cute. Okay. Sit. Good girl. Yeah. She's very focused right now. Okay. Good girl. Sit. Oh, I dropped that one. That's a me error. Right here. Sunny, sit. I see what you want to do. Not yet, though. Okay. Good girl. Moving along with our position changes, we want to work on a down next. So this week with the down, we are using food still. I'm going to start with her from a sit. Food starts at nose level, and I want to slowly move my hand down to the ground, staying connected with her the whole time. So nose level, down. Wow, that was so fast. Feed those cookies for the duration. Okay. Get her back, and we'll do it again. Right here. Down. That was quite the plop. Good girl. Okay. Oh, so slidey. So slidey on the floor. I love the white tips on her back paws. Good girl. Down. You just sploot. You sploot into your down. Okay. My goodness, you're so smart. Now the next thing I want to work on is going to be our mat. So the mat for this week, my goal is that my mat stays stationary. So I'm not picking it up and moving it like I did last week. I want to see that she will come over and either put herself in a sit, ideally a down. This week everyone is pretty much still just offering a sit, and that's okay. So she gets into a sit, I'll click, I'll feed, and then I'll feed those follow-up cookies for the duration, and then a final cookie to release her. And then my goal is she can come back to this. I'm gonna get her to go away for a second. Get it. Sunny, mat. Good girl. Now, one of the goals by feeding the cookies right onto the mat itself, I'm hopeful that by me kind of luring my hand down onto the mat, it gets her into a down position. She's not doing it just yet. She's kind of in an awkward sit right now. Okay. Mat. Good. Oh, very good. So just like that. You know, you missed a piece. There was still one in front of you. Okay. Mat. Very nice. I know, I'm sorry. Okay. Good girl. Yeah, that was it for your mat today. Watch out, Bubba. Okay, something new that we worked on this week is loading in and out of the kennel. So the kennel, the goal is that she can get 4 paws in, I'll mark, I'll feed, feeding the duration, and then a final cookie to release her. Where are you? Sunny, kennel. So when you first do this, you might have to lure your hand at the back of the kennel with your treats to kind of coax her all the way in. Hopefully, as we continue to work on this, you don't have to do that. Okay. And then our goal, similar to the mat, kennel, all the way, baby, will be that we release her before she releases herself. Good job, Lovey. Okay. Good job. All right, let's move it out of the way. Hi, pretty girl. And then our final 2 things that we'll work on today will be our handling exercises. And then also we are going to attach her to a leash this week. What do you sniff under there? So with our handling this week, we are focusing more on duration. So how long I can hold, hey, Sunny. The restraint, so the gentle hand under the belly. Ugh. We'll count to 3 or 4. Yes. Good girl. I had a lot of cookies in that hand, so I am bound to drop one. We're also adding a second hand. Yes. So that second hand, we will sometimes call a bear hug. Quit splooting. Yes. Just a gentle hand under the neck. Okay. And then a second or 2 marking and feeding. So that one is more difficult because you are taking away the food to add that second hand. That type of hold, a little old, but some places might still use it. I think the biggest goal for her handling would be that she has some type of food snack. We have a gentle hand under the belly and a gentle hand on her collar. That way we have control of keeping her standing and control of her head in case she turns it one way or the other. Ma'am, I don't think there's anything under there. Continue practicing lifting her tail. Yes. Mark and feed for that duration. Moving up to her head. I'm going to flip an ear and add massage. Yes. Get your paw off of me though. Other ear. Yes, good girl. Moving to the mouth. Lifting a lip and looking further back this week. Yes, good girl. I'll do the same thing on my side. Yes, good girl. Okay. Now with her paw handling, we want to make sure that we're individualizing each toe. So I'm swiping down her leg, holding her paw, parting the fur, yes, and looking at the toenails themselves. Yes, good. For that, I did 2 nails for 1 cookie. Ma'am. Yes, good girl. Right here. Yes, good job. Okay. Oh, you kicked it really far away. Do you see it? Where'd it go? Gone forever. New as well with our handling is introducing some grooming tools. So for that, I have a brush. I'm using the flat side of the brush, so not the bristles just yet. She is attached to food, and I'm going to swipe down her body. Yes. Good girl. Same thing up at her head. So swipe around her face. Yes. That way she's used to having the brush coming up towards her face. And then I want to lure her, so guide her so her head goes up. And then I'm going to come into the chest. Right here. Yes, good girl. Good job. Another new grooming tool that we use this week is the clipper blade, or the nail trimmers. There's some fur in that. With our nail trimmers, we want to just introduce the tool itself. So I'm going to glide down her body till I get to her paw. Sunny! Pop, 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 pop. Yes. Good girl. So shoulders, glide down. Yes. Good girl. You just want to lay down. Same thing on the other side. Yes. And then for her back paws, I would start at the shoulders, glide down. Right here, baby. Yes. Good girl. Yes. Good job. Good job, baby. So again, for both of those, it's just getting used to having the equipment coming up to you, touching your body. And next week we will go a little further with each thing. Good job. So this week we are attaching her to her leash. Get it. Sunny. And then we'll just play the flying cookie game. Get it. Sunny. Upper. What were you smelling over there? Huh? So with the leash, the goal is that she's dragging it behind her. She doesn't care. Get it. Sunny. And that way, once we start to walk her, she doesn't panic about being attached to some type of thing that's kind of following her. Get it. Didn't go far. Sunny. Good. Removing our leash, I'm going to show her that I have food. And just unclasp, and she gets her snack. And that is it for Sunny's week 2 recap.